Hello, everyone, and wish you all a happy morning, happy afternoon, happy evening because you must be watching this episode of The Revolving Perspectives from various corners of the globe. Welcome you all in this episode of The Revolving Perspectives, sponsored by Positivity, powered by continued efforts to bring in enlightenment. Now that we are meeting after a while, let me just share with you about this platform and the purpose behind it. We have so many ignited minds around us. We have so many innovative ideas, but seldom they reach to the world. People around them are aware about it, but everybody wants visibility. So, this platform intends to offer to provide that visibility to that work, to the individual or the team, or to that innovative idea which can bring in revolution. Secondly, this platform has been created to learn and get inspired because all of us get inspiration from people around us. There are so many people who are doing something innovative, something different. They have inspiring journeys. Let's understand and hear from them so that we also can learn a lot of things. That is another intention behind creating this platform. So we would definitely like to know from you all, our audiences, how would you like to contribute to this platform? Please do share with us in the form of comments, and we're waiting eagerly to hear from you. Now, let me share with you about our guest today. He is not an environmentalist exactly, or he is not an activist. He is a solution provider. He has an effective, workable, commercially viable solution to a problem, to a social problem which the world is facing today. We all say no to plastic. We all join our hands in that slogan. But what is the alternative? We came up with paper, we came up with biodegradable material, but ultimately, all of that contributes to creating waste, garbage. He came up with an idea which is more effective, the edible cutlery. So, with his brand, Thooshan, he is here to introduce, to tell us a solution which probably can bring in revolution. When the whole world is welcoming such ideas, he is getting recognition from our Honorable Prime Minister. Let me just read through the awards and accolades that Thushan has got so far in last few years. Green Innovation Fund Award, instituted by Kerala Startup Mission and Harita Kerala Mission. The Golden Award, FICCI National Award for Agri Innovation, and most important, an invitation by our Honorable Prime Minister to PM Kisan Sammelan. We all will hear more about all this journey from the initiator, from the creator of Tushan. Please welcome Mr. Vinay Balakrishnan. Welcome, Mr. Vinay, to this platform.
Good morning, all. Good morning. Good morning, Linda. Thank you
Great
so
to
much.
have you here, and thank you so much for sparing your time. We're looking forward to hear from you about your ideas, the innovation, and everything that forms this journey. So, my first question to you, sir, that we all say that plastic should not be there, we should have some alternative to it. What made you put your hands to it?
Because my journey towards this has started almost, I can say, 10 years back.
Okay.
Because actually, I was working as a CEO of an insurance company based at Mauritius. So, Mauritius is a very small country, but very beautiful country. And most importantly, the people are so conscious about their environment. You will not find even a single waste in any of the roads.
Okay.
People themselves will take it. If they find something, they will put it in the dustbin. So this has been a habit of their culture, although they are basically from India. They're third generation or fourth generation. So every time when I come to India for holidays, I always see that exactly opposite. So people like to throw it away. People like to throw it away, the trash, and there is nobody collecting it. We expect government to do the dirty work.
Correct. We see the plastic mountains, actually, hills of plastic or hills of garbage around us. You're right.
Exactly. There actually even 10 years back they had a concept of segregating the waste. So if it is a wet waste, they put it in separate this thing, plastic waste separate. And so it was very new to me. And the culture, although they are Indians, the culture is far ahead of us. So when I come to Kerala every time, so I saw this happening. So I thought, say, something needs to be done on this. At least some way we need to sensitize the people of how we manage our own waste.
Correct.
So maybe this must have clicked every time when I come to India. So this was always in the background of my mind. So then what happened is, then always you see the burning in Punjab and Haryana after the harvest, the field burning. So this is
Correct.
a major news in BBC every time. When you are outside only, you will realize how bad it is. So there is no solution. Every year, the Delhi will be facing a problem with the pollution. So you cannot harm the farmers because they are our breadwinners. So there is no solution. So when I was thinking about this, I saw there are a lot of possibilities of converting agriculture waste to something which is useful.
Okay.
So I wanted to retire at the age of 45 and do something good for the country or to the environment. So on this one of the journeys abroad, I saw a similar looking plate made from agriculture waste.
Okay.
So what I did was I immediately I researched. So this plate has been originated from Poland. It is a Polish company.
Okay.
And I wrote to them saying that, see, India has a lot of waste. Why don't you come and set up here? Because it's very easy, simple. So maybe they thought, maybe, I don't know, maybe India may not be the right market for them. So they never replied.
Okay.
So then I thought, if they can make it, why can't some we can't why we cannot make it? So I went back, resigned my job. So I came to India just to see what are the possibility of looking at creating an alternative. Then I always knew that plastic is going to be a problem everywhere in the world, not only to India.
Right.
So this is already creating mess everywhere. So India is similar. So I identified around some 4 to 5 products which can be utilized for for this perspective. One is, of course, the wheat bran. Second is the rice bran. Then wheat husk and rice husk. Then the sugarcane bagasse waste. Then the rice, I can say, husk with paddy husk.
Okay.
So there are 5 things I have identified. So I did a lot of research on this. And then I realized that the Polish people took 17 years to make one plate.
Oh.
And they have been funded by European Union also. So then I searched anywhere in the world. There is nobody else is making the similar plates.
So
Then
they were researching for such a long time to
yeah,
come up to this solution. Okay.
exactly 17 years it took them
It's
to
a
make one plate. So then I know it is not easy. It's not an easy product to make. So anyway, somebody has already done using wheat bran. So let me start with wheat bran.
Okay.
So almost 2 to 3 years, I did research on various things. Anyway, I will not get the technology. Definitely, they will not give. So I had to start from scratch on my own. So I did not have any research experience. Neither I am an engineer nor a businessman. Just because of doing something which is different, I started my journey. Resigning the job, came to India. Then, luckily for me, the CSIR, Government of India Research Platform, I had a talk with them and they were willing to help.
Okay.
So I had funded their project and I think it took almost 1.5 years for them to make one plate in the lab.
Okay.
So this started, then I know that it is doable. So, but lab and commercial is totally exactly opposite. So making one plate in the lab, then coming to making a machinery. Then I realized that there is no machinery in India to make this. Anyway, getting outside is also impossible. So because I want to do it everything in make in India, including the screw. I don't want to depend outside. So the machine design, everything was done, and we made part by part in 8 different factories, each part of the machine ourselves.
Yeah. So the machine was innovated at your end.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
And the machine was made, and it is made from food grade steel, because this is treated like a food. I think it's like just like a plate. So plate means you're eating food on it, so it has to be hygienic.
Correct.
Then I realized that manually it is impossible to keep the hygiene. So it has to be a fully automatic machine.
Correct.
So we designed a fully automatic robotic machine.
Wonderful.
And we fabricated in Bangalore, and brought it to Kochi, Kerala, where the factory is. And for making the plate, there are dies required for pressing it. So the die was manufactured in Kerala. And the most important thing is the technology was transferred to me by CSIR. And so technology is ready, machine is ready, die is ready. I just thought, I just put the brand, bang, Eureka, this will come. Unfortunately, nothing happened.
Okay.
So we put the brand, whatever everybody said, we did it. Nothing happened. Even in 1 week's time, no plate, nothing was happening.
Why?
Why? Because that is why polish took 17 years to find out the exact temperature and pressure. Getting in lab is different, getting out of commercial is different. So it again took me another 1 year to exactly find out what is the temperature, what is the pressure, what is the gram required, what is the moisture required. So just to give you an example, see, you can see this plate. This is our small plate. It looks so simple. The most important thing is, say for example, this is a 50 grams plate. Suppose I put 51 grams bran, plate will not come. Suppose I put 49 grams, the plate will not come. And the mold, the top portion of the mold temperature is different, bottom portion temperature is different, the pressing pressure different. So if we finally made almost there after 1 year, almost a plate was getting formed. Then we know that permutation, combination, so many are there. 7 parameters are there to make one plate. So even if you miss one parameter, the plate will not come. Okay. So what happened? Finally, one day when everything was right, then we put the brand. Unfortunately, that day the plate did not come. Okay. So everything was right. Why it was not happened? So we went to the mill. We are collecting every day bran from the mill. Then they told, yesterday we purchased the wheat from Gujarat. Okay. Earlier it was from Punjab and UP and other places. Then we realized another problem. Wheat from Punjab is different, Gujarat is different. Again, you have to customize. Goodness. Which means each and everything is different. A small, minute change will create a problem for the end product. So it was so difficult. So I can say maybe after say 3 or 4 years, now we are confident by looking at the brand or by getting our hand in it, I will know whether it will form a plate or not. All right. So it was a very, very difficult journey, and we have put all our money into it, all our life savings. Only me and my wife was there full time. And this robotic machine also, it's very funny, which means it can so sensitive that even a small change will create problem. So it will not give you the result. Exactly. So in our anxiety, when the machine was running, so if something is not working, our immediate reaction is to just to take something out of this thing. So what happened? My wife's hand got cut, and she had 6 stitches to be put. My hand was inside the machine, because we will not think that that's a machine. Correct. So it's an automatic machine. It keeps on continuing. So all these things we learned by hard way. Yes. Yeah. Because you did not have something to look at and learn from that. You had to
experiment literally everything and then come up with a solution. That is the
Exactly.
reason. It is
Yes.
time consuming also, and it is a big risk that you took to,
Exactly.
because you never know when the solution will come, when will it appear, and when will it start giving you the result. So my
Exactly.
next question is exactly about this, that how do you see Thushan progressing commercially?
We are already in the market commercially right now. So
Mm-hmm.
we are available in Amazon. So
Okay.
right now people are buying across India through Amazon retail, and it's a pack of 10. So they will purchase 10 plates. Large plates. We have two plate of plates we are manufacturing. One is a large plate, which is 10-inch round plate, and whatever I've shown you is a 6-inch,
6 inch.
6-inch. This is a snack plate, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
So both are available in website as well as in Amazon. And bulk supply we are doing across India. So
Okay.
people who have functions at home or something like that, they reach out to us by phone or
Mhm.
mail or WhatsApp. So we send it by express cargo. We have a parcel exclusive door delivery.
Great.
So we deliver that.
Great. So you were sharing about your experimentation journey, where you started with an idea and then unfolding it to make it a reality.
Correct.
Am I right? So post that also, the journey is not easy, because you put up a brand over e-commerce websites or your own website, and people immediately start buying. It does not happen that way. People
Right.
first need to know. They have lots of questions. Material kya hai, what is it, that whether we can consume it, we can use it, is it hygienic. I'm sure people must have come up with lots and lots of questions. So how was this journey post production, like when you got confirmation that now the production can happen the way you wanted, and now it has to go to the market? That journey, I'm sure, must also be very interesting. And were there any roadblocks out there?
There are only roadblocks. So it was never an easy journey. Uh,
I want my audience to hear this statement loud and clear, because all the entrepreneurs, I'm sure, they go through this. Please share
yeah.
with us, sir.
So basically, my thought process, because why I wanted to make this is my personal, I can say, uh, maybe I jumped into it too soon, whatever it is. But my habit was wherever I worked, I always see to it that it comes through. So this has been, I'm a persistent way I've been doing this. So why I chose CSIR is particularly for that reason. CSIR, the chairperson is the Prime Minister of India,
Hmm.
and CSIR is a very reputed and well-known organization, not only in India, across the globe.
Okay.
So I have entered into a technical MOU licensing with CSIR.
All right.
The biggest advantage for me is that in all my packaging, I can mention
Hmm.
it is under technical collaboration with CSIR, Government of India.
Right.
It automatically gives a value to the
Correct.
product, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two is my brand, Thooshan.
Yeah.
So when this was actually in the initial stages, I have assigned this job to a branding team in Kerala.
Mm-hmm.
I have only three things to them. Number one, people should know that this product is from Kerala. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, it should have Indian values system embedded into the brand. Third, it is a gift to the world
Wow.
from India.
Wow.
So these are the three things which I wanted. So Tushan, the meaning is
Hmm.
in our language Malayalam, it
Hmm.
is known as a banana leaf.
Okay.
That is the meaning. So banana leaf is the world's first biodegradable tableware in
Yes.
the world. And even today, even after 10,000 years, we still use it.
Right.
So that brand name, I got it, trademark and registered, number one.
Okay.
So Thoshan means there are a couple of means to express this. In Hindi,
Hmm.
Tu shan hai, you are
Hmm.
great.
Yes.
In Arabic, God is great.
Wow.
In Sanskrit, Tu shaha means brand.
Okay.
Very recently, one Kenyan guy told me, "How did you put this name?" I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was some bad or something in Kenyan language. They said in Kenyan, it's known as culture.
Wow.
So, which means it's a positive sign everywhere.
Yes.
So this is one thing which I have accomplished with the brand name Thooshan.
Wow.
Another thing is the logo,
Mm-hmm.
which you can notice. It's like a it's like Panjabudas. There are 5 elements in the logo.
Mm-hmm.
So if one is missing, the life is not there.
Correct.
In any there, in even it is a plant or animal or human being, fire, this water, air, ether, everything
Yes.
is contained in a human form or any living thing. So
Mm.
these are the 5 elements of my logo. And third thing is these are 5 half-eaten plates,
Yes.
which shows if you want, you can take a bite.
Wow. Wonderful.
And
So
another thing,
such a
it is actually letter tree as well as a tree.
yes, it looks like that. Yes.
Yeah. So this is created with a lot of hard work, lot of research, the logo.
Hmm.
And it's a global product, whatever we have. It's not only for India, it's
Hmm.
for anywhere, anybody in the world. And we can customize it according to any locally available agri waste, any country.
Wonderful. So I'll just go back to one problem area which you faced while you were in the phase of production. That you were saying the brand from, say, wheat from Punjab, wheat from Gujarat, everything is different. So did you have to stick to one specific uh, crop from one specific location, or you can now take brand from any place and then customize it accordingly?
I will answer that question in a different way.
Okay.
Kerala doesn't produce even 1 kilo of wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Kerala doesn't grow wheat.
Okay.
But Kerala consumes 55% of the population eats only wheat. Everybody thinks that Kerala is a rice eating people. No,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
actually 55% is wheat eating. So
Okay.
what happens? The consumption is huge.
Hmm.
So earlier the atta or something which was manufactured outside, it comes to India. Now
Hmm.
the consumption is so large. Now the wheat is coming here. It is milled here.
Mm-hmm.
And every month, the wheat bran waste is around 7,000 tons only in Kerala,
Okay.
which is a non producing state. So just imagine other states which are producing. The
Yes.
volume is so huge,
Yes.
and 100% is not getting converted as cattle feed.
Mm-hmm.
The majority is getting converted as cattle feed, but rest is wasted or burnt or thrown away,
Right.
which is a major problem, not only in Kerala, everywhere in the
Where?
country. Because
Correct.
I've been getting calls from Madhya Pradesh, UP, Bihar, and all these people. People are saying that we are just throwing it away. Please help us.
Yes.
So finally, this is a solution to that.
Right.
So 7,000 tons I am getting only in Kerala. So now with my machinery and technology, even if the wheat is from different states, I will customize machine accordingly. Since it is an automatic robotic machine.
Great. By this, you answered my next question partly. And you only tell me if you have something more to add to it, because I was going to ask you about Tushan's journey in, say, next 5 years, 8 years. Where do you see Tushan? Do you see it working in different states or even outside India? And you have partly answered it. Is there anything else on your mind when it comes to Tushan's journey?
Yes, because see, right now the product, our plant, which is actually not a fully commercial plant because I had experimented it.
Mm-hmm.
My production capacity is only 1,000 plates per day, large plates.
Yeah. Okay.
And small plates, I can do 3,000 per day.
Mm-hmm.
That is not enough even for my own city,
Correct.
Kochi. So when you want to scale it up,
Hmm.
then only the cost of production can come down.
Correct.
The product affordability to the common mass will come. So
Hmm.
my next journey is to scale it up to minimum 1 lakh plates per day.
Wow.
If it is 1 lakh plates per day, I can even sell it at around 6 rupees per plate for a large plate, which will be cheaper than any other plates available in the market. And you are not harming the environment.
Correct.
I'm not asking people to eat the plate, but it is made from edible wheat bran, very hygienically plant only we are collecting the waste because all are using German or Italian machinery. It goes through a very stringent quality process and
Mm-hmm.
their waste only I'm collecting it.
Correct.
and I'm just making use of that waste to make into something useful.
Yes.
So either you can eat your plate. I'm not forcing people to eat it. Otherwise, you can straight away use it as a cattle feed.
Right.
Give it to cows or goats, or you can give it as a poultry feed,
Wow.
do to hen or something, or use it as a fish feed. You throw it into any lake, the fish will
Mm-hmm.
love it.
Wow.
Or you just put it near any plant, just pour some water. In 30 days, it will be biodegraded into the way, any soil.
Great.
There is
Great.
no waste at all. And even ants will eat it, crows will eat it, dogs will eat it. Everybody can eat it.
Right. So ultimately, we are not creating waste, but giving it to the soil once again, making it
Exactly.
completely environmentally friendly.
Yes. Now
Right.
my journey, my next journey is basically I'm getting inquiries from across the globe to set up the plants. So I got inquiries from Russia, inquiries
Mhm.
from US,
Okay.
UK, France, and many such countries are looking for technology.
Great.
So I've told them very clearly, see, this is a global product, and
Mm.
I'm not keeping it for myself.
Absolutely.
We are ready to give the technology. We are ready to give the machinery, everything. The
Great.
machinery is getting patented in my name now. So
Okay.
it is under patent. The process is going on. So once this is done, the machinery is there, and the process it's a CSIR and myself. So what we are trying to do is through that only.
All right.
But I'm not keeping it for myself.
Great. That's a great thought. And that's a global thought, which is the need of the day today.
Yes.
So I'm sure when our audiences are watching it across the globe, all of them are really, really going to welcome this. So with this, I have one last question before we move on with a rapid fire, which is another level of questioning. But before that, I want to ask this question to you. Do you see any effective alternative to plastic? Do you see plastic absolutely? Can we say goodbye to this material ever?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
it's not possible. Why? Because plastic is not, if it can be recycled,
Hmm.
plastic is a very excellent product.
Right.
And it is actually need of the hour. Only thing is that you just throw it single use plastic. We need to be very careful.
Correct.
But other plastic, like whatever daily use and other things, where it can be transformed into any other this thing, it is actually welcome because you cannot avoid plastic.
Correct. So that means more awareness is required. People should make right choices and be aware about the choices that they make and be conscious while they are throwing simply any material to dustbin, taking care that whether it is getting recycled or no, just contributing to the environment is
Yeah.
what I understand from this.
One more thing I can inform the public at a large is because when they see something plastic,
Hmm?
they should ask the question after my use whether it can be reused in some other way. Say if that is yes, definitely go ahead.
Right.
So, and most importantly, I want to create some more maybe an awareness because you can see any product in the market. You can see some product as biodegradable, some product as compostable.
Yes.
So, what is the meaning of many people don't know what is compostable and what is biodegradable.
Hmm.
Example, I will tell you. Say, if it is compostable, which means you cannot litter on the road, you have to take a pit, put it inside. It
Correct.
may take 6 months to 6 years to biodegrade into
Correct.
the field. So
Hmm.
anything you say, when you say disposable, you backside of the packet, you see how to dispose it. If you see the word as compostable, which
Hmm.
means it has a layer of plastic
Okay.
or anything related to that, because
Hmm.
it is not a natural product.
Correct.
Whereas if you see if it is a biodegradable product, it's very safe. Even if you throw it, it automatically disintegrates into the
It's
earth.
correct.
So we are just, I think this product I just want to show you.
Mm-hmm.
This is our cutlery range, which we are going to launch in by hopefully by January.
Okay.
This is not edible, but
Hmm.
this is a biodegradable product. This is made from rice bran
All
and
right.
bioplastic mix because some strength is required for the this
The
thing.
strength.
Yeah. So we will have cups,
Hmm.
takeaway containers for the hotel industry,
All
and
right.
as well as the fork, knife, and spoon for anybody else. So this product is also going to be a game changer. This is also first time in India we'll be
Okay.
doing it.
All right.
So all this already trial production has started. So we are working with the Government of India institution for this production. So once this also comes up, I think a lot of problems associated with plastic can be reduced to a large extent.
Great. Wonderful. And this one learning I really want to underline here, that whenever you buy a biodegradable material, just check whether it is really biodegradable or compostable. That is one learning I think our audience should also keep in mind and check whenever they do their choices or make their choices while buying such plates or cutleries. Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir, for such an important information and also the journey. Now, I would like to take this forward with a rapid fire. Rapid fire is nothing but quick questions where I'm expecting quick answers, maybe one word, one line answers, which whatever is there on the top of your mind, and you just need to express it the way you want. Okay, can we start?
Yeah, please.
All right. So the first question to you: what is USP of Thooshan? Maybe in one word or one sentence.
100% biodegradable without any harm to environment.
Great. The biggest challenge you faced in Thooshan's journey.
Scalability and funding.
All right. One moment which gave you a sense of achievement for the first time in Thooshan's journey.
When we won the United Nations Award for recognition as one of the choices for the hill station in Kerala.
Great. So hearty congratulations for the same. I talked about it in a small sentence while introducing you, but I know the happiness and the sense of contentment would be much, much, much bigger than whatever we are right now discussing. Next is, who is bigger, Mr. Vinay Balakrishnan or Thooshan?
Thooshan is always bigger. I never say my name anywhere. It's only Thooshan.
Yes, it is important lesson for everyone who's entering this kind of entrepreneurial journey. Hence, this question was there. And my last question in rapid fire for you: one word describing yourself.
I'm a dreamer.
Great. That is inspiring answer. Thank you so much, sir. And while concluding this interview, I would like you to give one message to the ignited minds, to the innovative minds who are right now simply thinking about coming up with some innovative idea and want to make it possible through their entrepreneurial journey. What would you like to tell them?
Whoever is the new entrepreneurs or existing entrepreneurs, I have only one thing to say. It should be useful for the common man. And it should not be restricted to your state or to your country. Make it as soon as possible as a global product from India, because India has to come to the top of the world. It has to regain its own glory very soon.
Great.
So create something which is not a copycat, create something which is unique, create something which is Indian. So that should be my message.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir, for your time, for these enlightening thoughts, and inspiring all of us with your ideas, your journey, and most on the top of all this, your love for this idea as well as for the country, and which is not restricted to any state, any person, any city, any country, but it is global. So, with this message, let's conclude this interview. I'm sure his thoughts and his journey must have made you uh, think wisely about the choices that you make and everything that you can contribute to make this place, this earth, a wonderful place, a plastic free or garbage free place. So wish you all the same for this, and we are waiting for your comments to hear from you. How did you like this interview? What is it that you want to contribute? What is it that you want to change in your practices? And our channel is here. Please subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends and near and dear ones. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.